As a Zorius flash deck from yesterday, I only played one match and lost to red green, but it was close. An interesting hand. Probably mulligan. I have a bunch of 6-drops. F5 in the main deck. I'll be reasonable. Trail of Crumbs. Original. With my own 2-drop engine. Wow, greedy. Not turning my Lucky Clover into an elk. No respect. Let's make them pay. And pay the iron price. Good. And these best of 1 games were kind of underwhelming today in the Dota tournament. Basically what they do in the tournament is they play kind of a quick group stage and they send half of the teams to the upper bracket and half of the teams to the lower bracket, and in the first round of the lower, so no one gets eliminated during group stage. And the first round of lower bracket is a best of 1, when usually a series is best of 3. It's usually pretty exciting because it's 1 game, kind of anything can happen. But all the games were kind of fairly one-sided today. I didn't watch all of it, but not super hype. Also, a lot of the good teams are just not playing. They decided to take a break, which is kind of weird, but I guess this Dota season's pretty intense. As if it like pro players decided to just skip a PT to just relax. Alright, they did it this time. They're like, Lucky Clover cards. Maybe I should do something about it. Speaking of doing something about something, what do I need to get rid of here? Trail of Crumbs? Or Oko? Probably Trail first. And Oko second. Am I playing the big Twitch tournament tomorrow? I am. What are sideboards in Dota? No, there are bans. So when you draft, you can ban heroes from the pool, which is not exactly sideboarding, but it is kind of, you know, adapting to the team you're playing against and which heroes they like to play. Didn't Jerry T do exactly that last week? I don't know. I did see, looking at the standings, he finished with 0 match points. I don't know if he decided just not to show up, or if he actually didn't win a match. I have no idea. Sounds like a Jerry thing Jerry T might do. Wow, really? Just expecting them to kill Vraska. Weird. Derek Kanjas. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. Welcome to Suar. Of course, if you have Amazon Prime, that's a great way to support the stream. Use your free Twitch Prime sub. Support your favorite streamer every month, whether it's me or someone else. Making the cat do a free roll. I'm definitely chum blocking. Stream is also sponsored by Channel Fireball, Fireball Live, and Mental Mana. So indirectly, you can support the stream by supporting one of these websites slash app slash vendor slash online course, etc. All right. Oh, I still have Ruska. Never mind. That Murder Strider had already used it. All right. Lucky Clover doesn't do much for me right now. A big Beanstalk Giant. All right. Let's start by floating. I want to sack a land, or do I want to sack my 1/1? I have to sack a land. Five, 6, 7 mana. I think you're making 2/2/2 seems fine.
How many months before you reciprocate my love? This is a toxic relationship. Yellowhat S God.
Raph was the guilt trip. Fitting. Thanks for the resub, Raph. Appreciate you. Oh. Whoa! Free cards? End Brawl, End Legacy. Jesus Christ. Oko, Once Upon a Time, and Veil. Alright, I thought I was in the camp of banning 2 cards, but yeah, I mean, it made sense. Wow, that is, yeah, so they're keeping Nissa. Okay, kind of what people wanted, I think. And then Brawl, I don't play Brawl. Legacy, I think people are going to be happy about that. And Vintage, Narset is restricted. Rip Adventure decks? We'll see. I'm not sure how essential Once Upon a Time is. I mean, Once Upon a Time is really good, but is it essential? Yeah, nothing in Pioneer sounds about right to me, honestly. I think it's fine anyways. It might not be optimal, but I think it's fine not to ban anything for now. Oh, Pioneer comes later today. Alright. Let's get rid of Oko. Looks like I should just cast my Beanstalk Giants. Could have gone Vraska 5/5/2, Vraska plus 5/5. I think I'd rather lead with Beanstalk to have 2 big blockers to protect my Vraska next turn. I think this is a good block. Neil casualties. Yikes. There. I'd love to draw a card, but I think I just need to get rid of Oko. And pray that I draw something good. It always sucks when you have to use Vraska just the 4-mana removal spell. No, it's gonna die right away. Incubation, Incongruity. Yeah, that card's really mediocre. I don't think it's a winning strat to try and replace Once Upon a Time with that card. I'll take a look at the article after this match. Alright. Peace. That puts us back in the game. And which one did I target first? Does anyone remember? I don't remember. I think I targeted the Loststruck Beast first. Yeah, alright, that's what I think as well. Because if you... Oh, it's dead if I missed there. Alright. 4 mana. I guess I should not ramp right away. I need to get that 5/5 in play. Just don't die. Gonna die anyways, but I mean, if they have to sack the Vraska to get rid of it, fine with that. The hot takes. Only thing that matters these days, hot takes. Not a ton of hot takes here. I like the standard bans. It's good. Kind of unfortunate we got to that point though of having to ban so many cards. Yeah. I feel like it should make standard more fun. Simic Flash versus Teferi, we'll see. The Simic Flash deck could never be turn 1 Innkeeper. You can still play Innkeeper without Once Upon a Time. Slightly flooded here. I have a cat, right? So if I attack, I'm just not accomplishing much, really. And it's gonna bring that cat, block with it. Game's not looking good. Is that still game on? Because we played against the same deck twice in a row. I can just scoop. Over the past several weeks, the standard metagame has been in an unhealthy state, so we're taking significant steps to rectify it. The two major issues are the dominance of Simic-based food decks featuring Oko Fief of Crowns and the general overrepresentation of green in the competitive metagame. Based on data from high-ranked arena traditional best-of-3 play, only one of the other 10 most played decks, Simic Flash, had a favorable matchup against Simic-based food decks, and only just above 50%. That's interesting. I didn't realize Simic Flash was good against the food decks. I wonder how to define Simic Flash, though. Is that actual Simic Flash, or is that the blue-green food deck was 4 Borrower and 4 Ether Gust? Food decks maintained an average of about 53% non-mirror match win rate, even with the metagame focused on beating them. Oh. Because the problem's not even that it was too good, it was that it was still good despite the fact everyone was gunning for it. It was kind of ridiculous. I think I'll play my guy just to make sure I have enough blocker against the ultimate, but playing your adventure creature is not ideal when you still have Innkeeper in your deck. Oko Thief of Crowns has also reduced metagame diversity and diversity of gameplay in Standard by shutting off build-around creatures and artifacts. Ultimately, Oko's power level has proven higher than is healthy for the current metagame and higher than intended for future environments, including Heroes Beyond Death and Forward. Looks like I'm just dead. Hold up Serious Emblem and Ultimate. Attack. To address Green's general dominance, we're also choosing to remove Once Upon a Time and Veil of Summer from the environment. Alongside Oko, Once Upon a Time is one of the key reasons Green has been overrepresented in the environment. It contributes to a high consistency of strong starts, provides a level of early mana fixing that other colors don't have access to. The advantage is especially important in the context of a small 5-set standard card pool with less flexible mana bases. Arena data indicates that without also removing Once Upon a Time, green decks would still continue to be too powerful and consistent going forward. I'll try on Spyglass against the Nebraska deck. I think sideboarding fairly lightly. Finally, Veil of Summer is also playing an important role in preventing the metagame from being able to self-correct. Cards that played similar roles in the past, like Autumn's Veil and Display of Dominance, proved a lower power level than desired in their respective standard environments, leaving green was a weaker option compared to the other color hate cards in those cycles. Veil of Summer is at the other end of the spectrum. It's too much more efficient than the other cards in its cycle, and by comparison to other tools available in standard, gives green decks too much resilience against removal and disruption. We believe these changes are necessary and sufficient to open up the standard metagame to a much higher degree of diversity. The resulting environment going forward will more closely match design intent. Alright. I think everyone should be happy with these changes. It's kind of an awkward hand. I'll try it out. I wonder if it's good enough. Hey Squirmit, they announced the bans. They announced Veil of Summer, Oko, and Once Upon a Time banned in Standard, and then some other bans in Brawl Legacy. Nothing banned in Modern, right? Pioneer is getting its separate Dan update today, yes, I believe. Just play that, try and have a Planeswalker in play if they, or Flyer in play in case they play Planeswalker. New Genesis 02. Thank you for your Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to Sewer New Genesis. New Genesis says we're free. Yeah. Finally. From free fall to free. Alright. Oh, bad for me. And I'm free. Yeah, I should still attack Oko. I might be able to just kill it without using Vraska Minus next turn. Looks like Page is a bit bugged. Whoa! Cosmic Camel. Thanks for the huge cheers. Top cheer of the channel. Thanks, bud. 2,000 bits. Hope Monday's not too rough for you. Talked to Liz earlier, she was not motivated. Alright, are we gonna get veiled? 30 veil. If I get fancy here, killed food and Dak Oko. Not even really fancy. Oh. Stupid number keeps calling me. I wonder what they want. I hope it's not actually important. I figured if they really need to talk to me, they'd leave a message, right? Wow. Veil to protect my Oko. Feels bad, man. I'd throw some Nissa back in this deck. That was pretty good. First deck you're gonna build. Goose. Nissa. Wicked Wolf. Krasis. Oh, they just let their Oko die anyways. Interesting. In order to ever let Oko die when all you have to do is Chum Block. Not sure why I did that, why I played my Innkeeper before. Oh, because I was maybe planning on attacking with Last Strike Beast and then I changed my mind. I like the bans. I like the standard bans. I think they had to ban at least 2 cards. And they banned Oko, and then they banned 2 cards that go in pretty much every other green deck, so people have to really worry about Casualties of War, they have to worry about Citadel of Bolas again, they have to worry about what other cards were people not playing anymore. Citadel of Bolas a good big one. Yeah, the Great Henge, Niv Mizzet. Great Henge is another good one. think right hand might be start seeing play again. I really want to draw cards. Do I sack a land? I'll sack a land. No gamble, no future. What do you think, chat? They're just gonna get countered by a single green spell. Pretty, all the colors. His blue's kind of similar. I think it's the first time I use it hitting everything as well. Alright. I think we win. Well, I'm 7 minutes ahead on the clock. We said I played slow. Actually, a really fast player. Little known fact. He used to call me Flash back at my LGS. Sorry, Wolfies. Which wildcards am I missing? I actually don't have any Niv Mizzet on the arena. Maybe I'll have to craft some Nivs. Alright, what's going on here? Hopefully I'm still in there. The other one was 10 minutes left. Let's see if I can hook them. Let's see if they end up like... I'm gonna go for the moral victory here. I'm gonna like not attack them. Sometimes the best offense is no offense at all. Maybe I want the rest in this matchup on the draw. The rest is always so bad. Whatever, I'll bring it in. Do you think Golgari Celestia will be consistent enough? Was that once upon a time? I think they're a bit different. Celestia relied pretty hard on the keeper, right? Because they have a lot of 1/1 for ones, and Black Green's individual card a bit higher impact, so not too sure. On the other hand, Celestia probably worst at casting the card for 2 mana because you're more of a tempo deck. I don't know, my version's a bit different. I play like kind of a mid-range version. I don't play Questing Beast and Paradise Druid and any of the beat down cards really. Not looking great. Yes, the good old 24 lands, 4, 5, 6 mana card deck. I think, I don't think that's gonna go very well for you, King Art. Where the hell are your Bellhaunts? Isn't that the entire point of the deck, playing Bellhaunts? Gotta make some few tweaks. Doom Foretold is your cantrip. Well, I'm in awful shape. Curious to see if control's viable again. Esper Citadel. Yeah, I mean, they were on the play, they kind of had a lot. Not a terrible draw. Beanstalk Giant's pretty underwhelming when you don't have Clover out. Yeah. Alright, I need casualties of war. Yeah. I have to start chumping now. No casualties. I could probably scoop them up. I think I'm far enough behind that a casualty unanswered casualties doesn't save me. Hey Zerthan. Hey Monsieur Mazieu. L1CB. I wonder if opponent is Borussia Dortmund CEO Aki Watzke. Seems likely. Seems like the most likely explanation. Hey Varus, I don't think you were here the other day when I was talking about that, but I was listening to a podcast and guy who does stats for, I don't know, one of the English clubs said that Borussia Dortmund, they had all these great years like doing really well, and then they had the year where they almost finished last and almost got relegated, or maybe even got relegated. And the guy was saying that based on his stats, they were still the second best performing team in the entire league, but they were just the unluckiest by so much that they still like almost got relegated. And I just didn't know. I didn't know there was so much luck in soccer. Basically, it was kind of wild. Yeah, it was on Freakonomics podcast. Yeah, the one about Great Britain, I think.